at number 2 of the cost of incompetence and corruption. I don't have to convince you that corruption and incompetence is expensive. Yes, it is. Look at our Ministry of Education. How many times do we complain about exams leaking? How many times are our teachers complaining that they are going for months and months without pay? What is the learning conditions of our children? Most of them are studying under the tree. As a result, Malawi as a nation is paying a price because the majority of our youth are running in the streets with panga knives. Have you been to immigration lately? Immigration is one of the most incompetent and most corrupt places where corruption and incompetence is on full display on a daily basis. Foreigners, the rich and the famous, get their services done very quickly, when common Malawians are spending months and months and months. Recently we heard and read that some travelers were stranded and inconvenienced because the newly released passports were not functioning. How many men and women, children, are dying in our hospitals? How many doctors, qualified doctors and nurses, are leaving their profession and travel abroad because of the poor working conditions in the Ministry of Health? How much money have we lost as a nation when our officials order expired medications? And how many lives are being put in danger when they consume expired medication? Incompetence is very dangerous and it is very costly. Have you tried to renew your driver's license lately? Have you tried to get your COF done? Have you been caught speeding and you try to settle the ticket? How incompetent and corrupt our systems have been? The entire infrastructure of Malawi police traffic is very broken. And in fact, it is so broken that even fixing it is almost impossible. It has to be rebuilt from ground up. Our broken systems are costing and they are hurting common citizens while benefiting the elected officials and their friends. In fact, trusting the elected officials to fix the system is like asking a hyena or a wolf to watch sheep. How many of you know someone who has died on a road accident due to poor road conditions? Now, I'm not suggesting that every road accident is due to poor road conditions, but it is very true that our roads are very, very unsafe. Because incompetent government officials, corrupt government officials, often award contracts to their incompetent and corrupt relatives and friends. How much money has Malawi lost through the Ministry of Agriculture by making foolish decisions? And this does not only apply to Dr. Chakwera's administration. Previous administrations have made similar incompetent and corrupt decisions. Malawians are starving and dying. Farmers are struggling because somebody was incompetent and corrupt enough to mismanage government resources. How much have we lost as a nation from local and foreign investments due to the incompetence of the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources? Power outages are the order of the day. During the dry season, they say, oh, our water levels are low. The machines cannot work properly. During the rainy season, they say, oh, there's too much water. And there's too much mud, and our machines are not working. Small businesses like the welding shops and barber shops and maize mills are not making money because there's no power. And because they don't make money, they cannot support their families. And Malawi is getting poorer and poorer and poorer. Incompetence is very costly, and it is costing us foreign investments and local investments. Incompetence that is intertwined with corruption has and is still costing us dearly and heavily. The consequences of incompetence are deadly and oftentimes irreversible. Now, because elections are coming up close in a couple months from now, I want to say a few things. Number one, I want to say this directly to politicians, presidential candidates, and those that are aspiring political leaders. Please, do not lie to your people and overpromise them things that you know you cannot fulfill. Do not exploit their desperation for your political expedience or financial gains. This is very wrong and this is very unethical. Do not use the vulnerable youth to incite political violence. Instead, promote peace and national unity. If you love power, money, and fame more than the people that you are supposed to lead, I want to tell you to stop running for the office, because you will be a very bad leader and you will not help or serve your people well. Secondly, I want to speak directly to my fellow Malawians. Your vote is very powerful. Use it wisely in these coming elections. Do not exchange your vote with a piece of cloth, a t-shirt, or 5,000 kwacha. Do not sell your children's and your grandchildren's future for such a cheap price. And allow me to speak to my fellow youth who are oftentimes used by the political leaders to cause harm to others. You are way better than that. And you need to understand that if your political leaders are encouraging you to do that, they don't care about your well-being. And remember, the same politicians that are encouraging you to cause violence, they cannot send their children or their grandchildren to do what they are sending you to do. They are using your desperation to promote their agenda. To all the youth in Malawi, do not let anybody lie to you anymore that you are future leaders, that you are tomorrow's leaders. No, you're not. You are leaders today. Therefore, act and behave like it, responsibly as today's leaders, not tomorrow. Together, as Malawians, we can build a better and prosperous Malawi. May God bless you. May God bless the great Republic of Malawi. Thank you. I will see you soon.